Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming at you with another video. It is a full face Tarte Cosmetics review video for you. I have almost every product that you can put on a face from Tarte Cosmetics except for my primer, my brows, and my setting powder and setting spray. Those are the only things that won't be Tarte Cosmetics in this video, but everything else will be a Tarte Cosmetics product. I'm super excited to share this with you because it's one of the only brands that I have not Tarte, but the only brands I have almost an entire face worth of their brand. So I'm super excited to get into this video with you. So let's get started. Okay guys, so we're gonna get started in this tutorial. I'm gonna grab my Pores No More Illuminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt. I'm just gonna open it up and squeeze a little bit and dab it throughout my face, making little lines and squiggles and making myself look silly. And I'm gonna do a little silly face for you, and I'm gonna get ready to rub that all in, all over my cheeks, my nose, going into my forehead. I'm going to get some and put it on my eyelids as well and use it kind of like an eyeshadow primer just to make sure I have a good base. Rub it all in and let it sit for a little bit, but man, I got some on my shirt. It's the worst, you know, when you do your makeup and you get it on your clothes because you're being real messy. But I'm just going to finish rubbing that in all over my face. And then fix my mirror because I need to make sure I can see what I'm doing. And now I'm going to let it sit and dry for a second and grab my Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. This is the dewy, like, hydrating formula for them. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to take my Bare Minerals foundation brush as well, and I'm going to use that to put on my foundation. So I'm going to take the Shape Tape foundation and I'm going to draw a little heart on my cheek and just kind of make little shapes throughout my face and cover it up. This formula I feel oxidizes and makes my skin a little bit more yellow toned than it should be. It's the right shade match for me, but I just sometimes feel like it comes off a little more yellow or orangey even for my skin tone. But we're going to take this and we're going to take the brush and just pretty much wipe it all around and set it onto my nose. And, you know, just apply this foundation. It has really good coverage. Like, I will say, I love the coverage that this gives me, but it is super thick. And like I said, I feel like the foundation itself oxidizes into more of an orangey shade on my skin. As soon as I put it on, let me know your opinion, but I definitely think it is a little bit different in the shade tone once you apply it. You can also build the coverage. Like I said, it's already a pretty good coverage, but if you need a little more, you can add a little bit more. So I normally add a little bit on my chin and around my nose to cover up more of those blemishes and those red patches that I have. And yes, I've noticed in this video that I have a little white patch on my cheek that I will be fixing by the end of the video. Now I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild brush and my Shape Tape Concealer. And I'm going to open that up and dab it under my eyes. And I'm going to do little dots. A little bit goes a long way. I'm going to put some on my nose and like line the bridge of my nose and up on my forehead. A little bit on my lips and underneath. Like I said, a little bit of this product can go a long way. So I'm not going to put on a thick layer, but I'm just going to put on enough to use for what I'm looking for. And I'm going to use my fluffy brush. It is a foundation brush from Wet n Wild as well. And I'm going to just dab and kind of drag the concealer where I need it to be. It's more of a stippling motion than a drag for most of the point of it. But I'm going to do this on both sides and brighten up my under eyes. As you can tell, I'm kind of hitting the tops again of my eyelids because I use it as a eye primer. Then I'm going to bring it up in my nose and highlight my forehead and nose area with it. And yeah, I'm just kind of blending it out a little bit more. And I love how it brightens up my look, this Shape Tape, because it is a very nice creamy formulation and it definitely brightens up those areas. So now I'm going to grab my loose setting powder. It is a NYX mineral setting powder, and I'm going to take that with the same brush and I'm going to just dab it in so that I don't start to crease underneath my eyes. And I'm just setting my concealer with that powder all over my nose and my eyes, and then eventually I just set my whole face with this setting powder and just make sure that all of my face does not move. But yeah, so you're just going to see this motion. I do little swiping motions and all that good stuff with this brush. So now that I've set all of my concealer, I'm going to go in, and it's the Set It Don't Fret It concealer, by the way. I love it. It's only a few dollars, drugstore price, and it's amazing. It works for all types of things. So now I'm taking my Eco Tools and my Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. As you can tell, I've hit the pan. I feel like I've had this bronzer forever. I love it. And I'm going to contour my face and give me a little bit of a bronzy glow, kind of even out this oxidizing orangey color that I feel my skin looks like. And I'm just going from my cheekbones, underneath my chin, the temples, just bronzing it up. So we're going to go on this side now. I do my little fish face. This is pretty much how I bronze my face. Do a little fishy, bronzy face thing that people do. Not on camera, but you know, people do this in real life. But I just blend. I go back to the other side and just kind of blend. I sit here and just blend for a little bit because I'm trying to make sure it looks even and not patchy. And yeah, so I do that. I go a little bit down the bridge of my nose. I actually don't contour my nose. I think I should contour my nose a little bit more. But on a good day where I'm just going natural, I don't do a big contour on my nose. Now I'm going to go into my birthday present that I got from Ulta. It's their birthday shade. I can't think of the name. Like I said, I'm going to list everything down below for you. But I'm going to go into this nice pink Tarte shade. I also have this Amazonian clay, like more of a reddish brown. But I guess that's the color I choose to go with. I normally do the birthday one, but I thought I'd be a little bold today. And I just smile and put it on the apples of my cheeks and bring it up to my temples and stuff. It definitely came out a little bit more red than I'm used to. I stick to one color shade for me because normally when I venture out, I feel like it makes me look a little clownish. Definitely too heavy of a hand can make it look even more clownish. So how I fix that is I go in and I grab my concealer brush, so since it has a little bit on there, and I kind of buff it out to blend it in a little bit more. Then I get to go into, realize I don't have a highlight for this, so I'm going to set my makeup real quick. I always set my face before I do my eyes, that way there's no movement, so when I go in to do my eyes and everything, I can reset it again. We're going to go into my Deep Sea Volume, I think 2 for the Rainforest collection eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use this green brush that I got in my BoxyCharm. You know what? I think I just changed my mind. I forgot I needed to set with some primer, so I'm putting my my Shape Tape on my eyes, and I'm going to use that as my eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to pat it in real quick before I go into my eyeshadow palette and let it kind of sit and get a little tacky so that my colors stay on there really well. I'm going to do it to both sides. I just use a clean finger for this, and I just kind of dab and put it up to my eyebrows. That way the color blends perfectly on each side. I guess you can tell if you are my subscriber that I like to go with natural looks, so I typically stick to a very natural color palette, and I'm slowly starting to venture out to new colors, so I apologize if this look looks like every look that I've done in the past. But like I said, I'm grab my green brush and my C palette, and then I'm going to go into this shade right there, and that's going to be my transition shade. Put it into my crease and kind of buff it in, doing a windshield wiper mode on both sides. I'm going to use this mirror just so I can see a little bit better. So I'm going to go like that. I love the browns. Again, I'm very natural. I go with my bronzy browns. Of course, that is going to be my transition shade on both sides. And I just do a windshield wiper motion on both sides like this. Wipe, wipe, wipe. I also like to use the same brush typically, and I dip it into a couple of different colors to get my crease color. After doing the transition, you'll see that I'll go a little darker and a little darker to get to the color that I want. So now we're going to go in this darker brown, and we're going to take it just in the inside the crease to the end. We're not going to bring it all the way forward. We're just going to stay from the center to the tip of my eye. We're going to do the same on this side. And these brushes are really nice. They're almost in comparison to the Luxie brush. I don't know off the top of my head. I think they are the company Almar Cosmetics. I think it's their brushes that I got in my BoxyCharm, but they're a really nice brush and I really like them. I went into a darker shade. If you just could tell now, I feel like it's called Dead Sea. I could be wrong again. I will link the colors I used below. And I'm just taking it from the center to the end of my eye just to darken up that crease area and to kind of define it. Now I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush and I'm going to just kind of soften up the edges by blending it with my windshield wiper mode. Again, all my brushes either come from Ipsy or from BoxyCharm. This is one of those beauty cosmetics ones that I use typically. Actually, I'm going to say it is my Gashis Paris smudged Tache brush. I don't know. It's a French name brush, but I use. And now I'm going back to another green one, and I'm adding a light base color on my eyelid. Sorry, I got distracted by looking at brushes. But it's this beautiful golden, like, light color that I put on. And I love how it shines and shimmers. And this look is probably one of my favorite looks when I go to this palette. It's my go-to look because it looks just very natural, very bronzy, very gold. And I just love how it like lights up my eyes and everything. Dropped my brush. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to get this white pearly color. And I'm going to put it on the inside of my inner corner to brighten up my eyes. I do this with every look. I brighten my eyes with the same kind of like white pearlized color. Pearlized color. And I'm going to also dab it on both sides. I also will use this to highlight my brow bone after I've done my brows. Now I'm going in with the flat brush and I'm going to get that medium brown shade. I'm going to pop it underneath my eye. My waterline like that and kind of bring it up to match the top of my eye. I'm doing it on both sides. This also helps me create a really good wing effect for my eyes when I do a eyeliner that's winged. I'm going to go in with that gold color and bring it into the front and kind of blend it in with my white pearly color and that brown. I've also just gotten really into adding the eyeshadow on my waterline. I never used to do it. I'm going to take a little bit of that dark brown and kind of do the edges as well. But this is a new thing for me, adding that pop of color at the bottom, whether it's blending in with what my top highlight look is or if I'm adding like a different color. But I really started liking this eye. I feel like it pulls it all together when I put the color on the bottom of my waterline. I'm going to take that blending brush too, and I'm just going to blend it again underneath. Kind of blend it out a little bit. Just doing little touch-ups here and there to blend it out. Again, go for this golden brown look all the time with any palette that has enough golds and browns. This is what I go for. I dropped my setting spray. Oh no. Now let's see. I'm living out of a box, so sorry. It is the eyeliner that I have. I'm going to curl my eyes real quick while I think about what I'm doing next. Curl my eyelashes so that they're ready for that. But now I'm going to line it actually with the like Sex Kitten eyeliner. Got this in an Ipsy bag. I won't even lie. I think it is complete crap. And maybe it's just because it was an Ipsy bag, like little tester to it, but I don't think it did anything really well lining my eyes. I think I get frustrated using it, so I threw it away after this video. I won't even lie, but like I had to push really hard just to get to show. I had to hold my eye down. Like I had to do a lot of things just to get this product to work, and it wasn't working in the capacity that I like. I think I decided not to even do a wing liner because I can't stand it. Again, it was sample size. Might be the only reason why I didn't like it, but I had to grab a bigger mirror just to see what I was doing. So I apologize that I'm blocking my face right here, but I could not get this eyeliner to work. I don't like pencil liners. I really like felt tip or gel eyeliners personally, but I struggled, so I didn't even give myself a wing eyeliner, which is what I typically go for, is a wing look, because I could not get this to work in any capacity of how I wanted it to. So it's pretty much say crap, just try to use it for this video purpose, and then I got rid of it because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I got rid of it. I don't like it at all. So that was my little rant about why I don't like that eyeliner. So I'm going to actually dip in and use this black color from my eye shadow palette, and I'm going to use that to kind of help finish doing the liner look to give me, I believe, my wing liner look. And again, if all else fails, if you don't have an eyeliner, but you have a dark brown or a dark black eyeshadow color in your palette, use that as your eyeliner. It comes off with a soft, smoky look to it, but it still works just as well and it's just as pretty. And like I said, I gave up real fast on that Sex Kitten eyeliner. So here I am using the darkest shade of my palette. I want to even say this has a little bit of a like bluish tint to it in the palette, but it doesn't look too shabby, right? So now I'm going to go in with my Tarteist Pro liquid eye paint, I think is what it's called, or something like that. It's the mascara. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I've used this a few times. I don't even feel like any product comes out of it. I don't like it. It's not one of my favorite. I actually like the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. Tarte mascara is actually a lot better than this one, but I got this in a BoxyCharm, and again, I'm like, I'm gonna give it a good try, but I feel like there's no product coming out. I actually just got this right before I did the video, so either I got a very like not full or had no product like mascara, or just didn't work that well. I've tried it a few other times and I still feel the same way. I just don't feel like a lot of product comes off of it. I feel like it's a struggle to use, And then the little bit of product that I can see that goes on it, I feel like flakes and it makes little freckles all over my face, which I don't like, which you can tell it's already done it for me. So I'm not a fan of that either. So I'm going to go in with this, and I'm going to use that as my highlighter since I realized I didn't have a Tarte highlighter halfway through. And we're going to highlight my face. A little fun fact, that's when I filmed this video like 3 weeks later, I got my NYX BoxyCharm, and I actually got a Tarteist Pro Glow highlight in there, so I almost wish I waited an extra couple weeks before I filmed this, but I feel like this eyeshadow still did justice. I learned this little tip from Kristen Dominique because she has a beautiful shade in her palette that she would use as a highlight too, so I kind of went with it. I needed to blend that out because I feel like that brow bone highlight was a little too harsh, but I think it gave me a cute little highlight right there. And I think the last thing we have to do is my lips. So I'm going to do a little dance and look at my lip color. I only have literally one shade or two shades of the Tarteist lip paints. And one is from my birthday set that I got from Ulta last year, and one is one that I got in my Ipsy, but then I got a bigger size in my BoxyCharm. So I got rid of my Ipsy sized one and I kept this big one, and it's a really pretty shade. Don't mind me, I'm being a little goofy here going like, look at this. This one I do know the shade is Delish, and it's one of my favorite shades from their liquid lip paint set. So I'm going to just rub that all on my lip. I did not do a lip liner because I do not have a lip liner for it. That was from Tarte. I want to say the BoxyCharm gave me a Jante Blue lip liner that kind of matched, but again, I was trying to go with as much Tarte as I possibly could. So I just kind of line my lips with that, rub it in. What I really like about this liquid lipstick is that once it dries, it sits very well. It reminds me a little bit of the Kat Von D formula, where once it dries, you can drink and not worry about like smudging your lipstick off right away. It comes off with a little bit of time. I think if I had a lip liner, it would last a little bit longer than what it already does. But I just line my lips with it. And that is the final look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I'm going to do a little photo montage of my look, a little slow-mo, you know how it works. But again, subscribe to my channel, follow me on all my social media, and remember to live your life with peace and love. Bye!